deep dive number 2 of F1 23 is here, and it's revealed F1 World, a far comparison from F1 Live. This could be a game changer. In today's deep dive video from Codemasters, we get a deeper look at F1 World and also Breaking Point 2, which I'll cover in another video later today, so make sure you subscribe to see that. But F1 World looks like it is going to be an Ultimate Team version of Formula 1. We make our own F1 car, we customize the parts, we hire staff and engineers, and we take this team to the top. There's different unlocks and game modes within this. It's quite comprehensive and it's going to take a bit of explaining, so that's why this is its own video. But before we get into that, we get a first look at the menu. Yes, menus. We're very excited about menus on this channel. This is quite significant because it's totally different to the landing menu you get to on F1 22, where we had the F1 Live, the couches, the background, the furniture and stuff. There's none of that in F1 23. I think they've realized their mistake, and so we get a much more traditional landing page here on F1 23. You can see Breaking Point right at the top, followed by Career, F1 World, Local Multiplayer, League Racing gets his own tab, I suppose, the Store, Theatre, and Options. Lovely stuff. We've got the Player Hub, we've got our ranking you can see there at the top, and in the top right corner you can see our mail system as well. So fairly familiar setup we've got going on here, but pretty much confirming F1 Live, a thing of the past. Okay, clicking into F1 World then, and this is the landing page we arrive on. I really love that background of the world map on the wall. That looks actually sick. I would have that in my house. So too with those lights. I'm getting distracted. Scrap what I just said. I think maybe couches are still in F1 23, but they put them more to the side within F1 World, so it's not so much in your face. We'll get confirmation of this later. Either way, you can see you can enter into the F1 World. You've got your garage where you can have a look at supercars are still in the game, by the way. Compendium, we'll get into that in a second. But you collect like stickers and photos from the world of F1, which you unlock through doing challenges and various things like that. But it's very exciting. Let's get into the juicy details of how we make this car. F1 World Car. Your F1 World Car is the vehicle you'll be using throughout most of F1 World. Just like in previous games, you'll be able to change how it looks, but in F1 World, you'll unlock upgrades to equip, instantly changing its performance. As you progress through F1 World, you'll unlock upgrades known as car parts, like brakes and gearboxes and team members. Team members include a team principal strategist, an R&D head, and sponsors. Each of these have contracts assigned to them that give added gameplay modifications. Unwanted upgrades can also be dismantled into resources that can be used to craft other items. Upgrading your car will increase your tech level, making your car faster, handle better, and brake more efficiently, ultimately making it a more competitive vehicle in events. All upgrades, both car parts and team members, are unlocked through gameplay in F1 World, with additional upgrades being available as part of the free and VIP tiers of the Podium Pass. These items can be equipped more quickly in purchasing XP boosts with Bitcoin, but outside of this, there are no ways to purchase individual upgrades with real money. That is perfect. Exactly what we wanted. We don't want to have a situation where it's pay to win. Whoever's got the biggest bank account wins, because that's for motorsport, not for sim racing. Okay, here's a better explanation of the ranked overhaul, and it answers a couple of questions actually. So right here, we see that the F1 World car is exclusively used for the solo and multiplayer events, not for ranked. In ranked, everything is equal. Unlike previous games in the series, ranked now features a division-based system. Drivers are placed into groups within 100 players each. Each group has its own leaderboard, and depending on how you perform in the ranked events, you'll climb or drop down your leaderboard accordingly. If you're one of the top players in your group by the end of the week, you'll be promoted to the next division, fall behind, and you may be demoted to the divisions below you. So it's an active leaderboard. So once you go up, you don't stay there. You can go back down if you don't perform. That keeps people playing the game. Thank you. Drivers in higher divisions will earn Podium Pass XP boosts with bonuses ranging from 5 to 20%. Think you've got what it takes? The Elite Division is the highest of them all, and those in that division can earn the right to call themselves one of the best players in the world. Whilst those in your group are made up of drivers on your chosen platform, be that Xbox, PlayStation, or PC crossplay is enabled when matchmaking. For the Elite Division, you'll be able to see where players rank on the global cross-play leaderboard, as well as where they rank on your platform. So it sounds like, even in the top echelon, there's only, I think, 100 drivers in that tier. So for someone like me, who's not quite esports, there are, different sub-levels of guys who are, kind of esports level. I'm talking like PSGL tier 1. These guys might be able to squeeze into that as well, but someone like me, it might be a real struggle to really hit that top rank. I've got to hit that as soon as I can. Not everyone will play this, but my goal will be to qualify into Elite Division. Road to F1 Esports starts here. But that's really cool. Everyone is vying to be in that top 100, which is absolutely sick. We can finally conclusively say, oh, I'm a top 100 player, or I'm not. Mad. Moving on to goals and compendium then. In addition to everything else in F1 World, we've added 2 new sections to get you closer to the history of F1 past and present, goals and compendium. Goals offer even more opportunities to earn rewards in F1 World and speed up your progression in the podium pass. Compendium is a virtual sticker album. Stickers can be unlocked throughout your time in F1 World or crafted using resources you earn. Completing stickers and earning XP and more resources to go towards upgrading your F1 World car. As you can tell, there's lots to look forward to, with F1 23 launching on June 16th. Here's something that wasn't touched upon in the trailer, the deep dive, but here is the license level. Throughout F1 World, F1 23 will encourage you to race cleanly with a new safety rating system. Whether you're playing series or solo multiplayer events, the number of penalties you receive and how well you play to the rules will impact your license level. Clean driving throughout the events will have you advance through ranks A to D, with higher ranks opening up more realistic race styles. For example, in rank D, collisions with other drivers in multiplayer are disabled, whereas those racing with a rank A license will have full damage enabled for a more authentic experience. Wow. Okay, so the complete rammers actually aren't going to be able to ram us anymore. For all events in F1 World that rely on your license level, you have the freedom to choose which level you play at. Even once you've attained a particular license level, you can still select a lower one ahead of each event for a more casual experience. If you don't want your license level impacted, you can always switch this off when playing custom multiplayer games or in Grand Prix offline. Okay, that's good. So if we want to ram each other, we still can do that. Similarly, should you wish to lock off custom multiplayer games to those with a particular license level, you can do that too. So if you're hosting a open lobby, you don't want the rammers to come in, you have to be C or above, for example, to get in. Positive change. And finally, the only thing coming to my team that we know so far is we're getting some extra driver icons. Some of which from Breaking Point, you can see Devin Butler, Aiden Jackson, Pastor Maldonado makes a return to the F1 game, and so does Kamui Kobayashi. For my team, I'm not going to lie, I'm super tempted to hire Devin Butler as my teammate. How could I not? This is going to change the dynamic of racing throughout the whole of multiplayer, it has to be said. It's great that they're actually taking this seriously and they're trying to crack down on some of the bad eggs we have in the community. You'd love to see it. I have one worry with this F1 World car, and that is I'm kind of worried that the F1 World car will be underutilized. It looks like you can only use it in the solo and multiplayer events, not actual custom, unranked races, the bulk of multiplayer. I actually wish, or I don't know, hopefully this could be a thing maybe in future, is if we can be allowed to race unranked in like open lobbies with our F1 World car, so that if you put more time into F1 World car, you have greater rewards. Like, I feel like an F1 World car open lobby, you understand what I'm trying to say here, would be really cool to play, to see who's got the best F1 World car. And then it's not only about driver skill, but also making the best car. I feel like that's not an option for this year. And I am worried that this car is going to be underutilized because those solo and multiplayer events might be, there's a danger that they might not be that popular. Kind of like the weekly events were in previous F1 games. I mean, I did them a little bit in F1 2019, but 2020, 21, 22, I never touched weekly events, and it could be another underutilized thing. It looks amazing on the face of it, but I am worried that people may not play it very much, and it could get wasted. So I really hope that the community can get behind it, and we can actually make this a thing worth doing. But yeah, that's just my concerns for now. Let me know what you guys think about that. But you know, there's been a lot of information thrown at us. I'm quite keen to see how it actually all works in theory. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of all the details of F1 23 in this deep dive, and I will see you guys next time for another video for more content on F1 23. I hear a gameplay will be coming very soon, sooner than you think. Cheers, guys.